Been a while, but we are back for another recording slash live streaming tutorial here today. And today I'm going to be teaching you guys how to use Streamlabs, an updated version that we're using today, guys. As I made the video about 6-7 months ago explaining how to use alerts, whether it be donation, subscriber, or follow alerts. And today I'm basically going to be doing an update to that video. This is basically, again, there's a lot of new stuff since I had made the last video, new platforms, new kinds of alerts and stuff, and we're going to go through all of that today. So, this is basically going to be a rehash of my original video just with updates, and obviously and I'll go a little more in depth than I did on the original, because like I said, when I made that video, I was kind of a noob at making videos. But I think I'm better now, so I'm going to give you an updated version. So, first of all, to get alerts up on, you got to go to the website streamlabs.com. I'll link this down below in the description. Make sure you go click the link in case you were interested in doing it. Obviously, let's log in. Now, since the last time I had made this, it was only Twitch and YouTube. Remember, they changed the name from Twitch Alerts to Streamlabs, and at the time I made the last video, it was only Twitch and YouTube. Now, they have added Mixer as well as Facebook to the mix now. So that brings another complete element, and we'll go through those a little bit later in this video. So we're going to sign in here. I'm going to skip through this, so there might be a little cut here, as I don't want you guys to see my login information, but we'll skip that right now. Alright, we're logged in here. So once you're logged in, there is a lot of new things. Like I said, if you came from my original video, there's a lot of new things that have been added. So, if you guys notice, we've obviously got our night and day mode. That hasn't changed. If depending on your preference, you could turn night or day mode on. As well as if you got certain alerts, they usually give you notifications on new things they've added. See, they are adding a ton of new stuff. And this is definitely, I'm getting probably making another one in 2018. More of an update one again, I guess, if they end up adding even more stuff. And obviously, you could pick the language that you want, as well as if you want to log out or not. So, let's go to my account here. We've got a lot of things here, guys. You can check, obviously, your donations. If you get donations from viewers. If you get sponsors, that'd be on YouTube. Since I'm on my YouTube account right now, the sponsors. Shared access to people. The API access if you have specific apps that you want connected for developers, basically. Donation settings, if you want to link your PayPal or credit card, as well as account settings to link. You can link certain accounts now. At the last time I made it, there was no way you could do it, but now you can link all. Let's say you stream on multiple platforms, you can link every single platform together. So if you want to stream on YouTube, Mixer, and Twitch, you can link them all, and obviously if you want one to be the primary one, you set it as primary, and even you can merge Facebook with it, but I don't use Facebook. As well as you can import, and you got email preference as well as integrations. They've added Patreon, so if you guys use Patreon for pledging to people, you could definitely use that, as well as Extra Life for charity streams, which is really cool. You guys obviously have to link those if you have an Extra Life or a Patreon account, as well as alert profiles. Basically, alert profiles are a set default of widgets that you have. For example, if you have one for YouTube, one for Twitch, one for Mixer, I don't know. Depends on what you stream. Maybe it's one, maybe like a Halloween setup or Christmas one. You have them all separated, which actually be really cool. And that's basically your account, going through your account. Now we're on to the widgets. This is basically where you guys are looking at. This is where your alerts are. So what you see here is the alert box, and here, obviously, if you click, this is going to be the URL. This is the URL you're going to need to paste into OBS. So, for example, you're going to do this. You're going to add, when you get to the alert thing, here, I already have the alerts thing set up. You're going to add browser source. Now, a lot of people asked me this in my old video. You have to add browser source into OBS, and I'm pretty sure there's a download of it. Look it up. Just look up. I'll put a link down below in the description to a download of browser source. But you have to put it into your computer. If not, I think it's already into some OBSs, but obviously in the original, I think the OBS Classic, I think you need to add it in. I think it's in with Studio, but I'm not 100% certain. But I will put a link down below in the description to download browser source. And then once you click browser source, click OK, and then you're just going to paste that link that I showed you guys there. You're going to paste that link right there. This link I can't show you obviously because I don't want no one to see it, but you're going to just copy paste it and you press OK, and then for example, like I have down here, there will be alerts, which is very cool. So I'm just going to get rid of this. But for example, let's just pretend, like I said, this is browser source. I piled this alerts. This is my already alerts. We'll pretend, let's do that. And now we'll test alert. We'll test a donation alert. And just like that, a donation pops up on screen, which is fantastic, which was what we were looking for. So, how did I do that? Obviously pasting the link and stuff, but now you have to work with your settings. That's only the part of the battle, is getting it set up in OBS. And obviously you could turn it on or off depending on that, and obviously adjust the size with making it bigger or smaller depending on what's your personal preference. Now obviously there is delay you could set for every single alert, as well as moderation. If you have moderators on Streamlabs, you can obviously give permissions to other people. So if you want people to check, see if make sure they're not, troll stuff, you could definitely do that, as well as change the layout. Now, what is media sharing? Media sharing is basically, where people do those, let's put it this way, solid streams and stuff. It's basically where you could share videos, images, and music with your viewers. So basically, if someone donates, it'll pop up like a video for a certain amount of time, and obviously you could set a volume and minimum amount to share, and the price per second, and max duration, spam security. Obviously, you might want to turn this high depending on trolls and stuff, like I said, because we know how trolls are. But that's just something if you want to do that kind of thing. I don't recommend it if you do it on YouTube, but maybe if you're on Twitch or Mixer, maybe. Alright, as well, here are donations. We can enable them or disable them. Obviously, if you copy this URL into OBS, you will automatically have donations, subscribers, sponsors, and super chats all together. And if you end up, like I said earlier, merging accounts, you can end up having your Mixer as well as your Twitch alerts just from this one URL. You won't have to paste in 3 different URLs and have 3 different set of alerts on your OBS all together. And then obviously, you could change the animations if you want to fade in, fade out. The minimum amount to alert, basically what's the amount for an alert to pop up. Your message template, if you want a custom message saying name is donated, thanks, or thank you, depending on what you want to type. Text animation, and then you can put a custom GIF, either copy a link or change the media there, as well as add in a sound. You can change your volume, the duration of it, how long you want it to pop up. The text delay means basically when the alert pops up, the text won't pop up until this amount of seconds. Could be up, I think, to like 15. And then obviously you can add donation GIFs. GIF allows your tippers to include a GIF from Giphy Cat. And then you got donator message settings. It could show the message, minimum amount to show, font, etc. Then you got font settings, which basically, like I said, if you want a custom font, as well as the size, weight, color, blah, blah, blah. As well as variations. Now, variations are basically, like I said, if you have like a specific, let's say, for example, 25 is a nuke. You want, when someone donates $25 a nuke, instead of having the custom donation alert, which is already this, you can add in a variation of it. I'm not going to set it up, but you can call it like nuke and set some conditions for it, and it's pretty cool. You could say, for example, name has dropped the nuke, and that's really a cool thing I like with the donations, is that you can make variations of it. Obviously, I haven't set mine up yet, but if you ever have time, it might take you some time, but definitely I think it's worth it if you want to engage some more interaction out of your donators. All right, subscribers, basically, like I said, the same thing we went through with the template, the image, text, etc., and variations and stuff. Basically, again, we test it. Say example, my things, I love you, Patrick Star. It'll pop up, and obviously, like I said, you can change the text color. I already have it all blue, as well as you can maybe make the alert. You can show up the alert maybe at the bottom or the top, depending on, like I said, your personal preference. Then sponsors. Sponsors is something they have on YouTube. You have to have around 1,000 subscribers. Again, that's something a little different, but like I said, again, same kind of settings with that. Once we test it in, we'll be, there you go, it'll be just like that, and then boom, it's in. Alright, and then super chats are basically, like I said, again, you need to have 1,000 subscribers, and basically, again, the same alerts go with them as well, and then you could test those alerts out. That's basically everything you need to know for the alert boxes. Now on to goals. We've got donation goals and subscriber goals. If you have a certain donation goal you want to add in to OBS, again, copy the link in chat. You could set up a personal amount, as well as the, like I said, name, amount, and then when you want to end it, as well as maybe personal settings you have for the bar. Then there's subscriber goals. If you have certain subscriber goals you want to hit in the stream. There's Stream Boss. Now, Stream Boss is a really cool thing, and I think you people will love this. Now, if you copy the link in, it actually will show up for example, a Stream Boss. Apollo was my Stream Boss yesterday, so he shows up. And you obviously can set up the settings for every subscriber, every Super Chat sponsor, and you can link Mixer and Twitch with this too in case you stream on multiple platforms. But basically, for example, when, let's say, somebody donates. Someone donates, and if I turn the Stream Boss on here, right here, all right, right when the donation pops up, depending if it's the Stream Boss, they will gain XP or HP. If it doesn't happen, then they lose it. It's pretty cool. It's a little good mini game you could use. It basically explains it here. And like I said, who wants to be the boss? You want to be the boss. And then the event list, basically where you could show your donations, subscribers, sponsors, and Super Chat. And like I said, for example, here I already have this set up. I'll show you on screen. Again, you're going to add most of these as browser sources. I'm going to tell you that right now. And I'll tell you if something isn't a browser source that went through this video. But this is basically my alert. So for example, we're going to test a donation. And see, it does add the donation from John there. Even though, like I said, these are test donations, it'll pop up instantly on that event list, which is fantastic. And obviously, you could change the theme or color depending on if you have a personal preference. There's a lot of good, cool themes and colors. And then that's basically it. Then we got the jar. The jar, like I said, this was not here the last time I made it. This was only a Twitch thing, but this is pretty much, it works on any platform, and basically the more you donate or get subscribed or sponsors and etc., the more the jar fills up. And actually, it's really cool, and you could pick different kind of jars. It's pretty neat, as well as, like I said, the text and font, and maybe you can put your certain kind of image for different kind of tips and stuff. Stream labels, I have a tutorial for that. Make sure to check it out. I'll link it down below in the description, but I'm not going to really go through that in this video because I've already made a video on it. Donation ticker are basically your donations in all general. You list them out in a straight list. If you want, again, most of these you have to, copy the URL. Now, for every single one except the alert box, you're going to have to get a separate URL in. For example, the donation goal, you need a separate URL than this. You got to add them all in as separate sources on OBS. So remember to add a source in, right-click, add browser source, and then, like I said, customize the name and then copy in the link. And then, if you don't have browser source, again, I'll link it down below in the description, like I said before. All right, then we've got chat box. If you want your chat to pop up on screen, I'll probably end up making a individual tutorial on this if you guys want. If you guys want that, comment down below. Any specific things you guys are watching here that you want me to do a specific tutorial on, please comment down below. As well as we have the viewer count. If you have a specific viewer count you want to list on stream, for example, let's say I got the Mixer one set up here. If, for example, we have that set up, click it on, copy the link, and then boom, it's right here. It'll pop up, and boom, you can obviously change the color of it if you really wanted to. Alright, and now let us go on to the end of this. So we've got the wish list, and this is basically, like I said, you can build a wish list, custom wish list, and I don't really know. It depends on if you have like a certain amount. I think it's something you can maybe, a lot of people do this with Amazon, but I don't know, not really a big thing there. As well as credits. Credits are basically, like I said, when you're ending the stream, set up a rolling credit to show your supporters during the session. So you're ending your stream, and then you could press the roll credits live button, and the credits will pop up, and that will basically be your, end stream. There's a lot, like Star Wars stuff as well. I mean, it's pretty cool, but I don't know, a lot of people don't use it. And that's basically it for YouTube. Now, if we go on to Mixer/Twitch, we're going to just go to Mixer. Since Mixer is kind of similar to Twitch, I'm just going to go through Mixer because maybe more people wondering about it because they don't know. Most people know about Twitch and how it works and stuff, so I'll explain Mixer because Mixer is kind of similar to Twitch in some ways. So, if we're going to sign into our Mixer here. Alright, after we are signed in, now, a difference between this and YouTube is that we've got host as well as actual subscriptions, like paid subscriptions. Again, the donations work the same. Subscribers, shared access, API. There's a little difference though in this, is that we have also hosting. Hosting's a big emphasis here, guys, that you want to definitely use. You could set those up, obviously, if you have a specific host. You know, for example, a minimum of how many viewers host your stream. For example, if you don't want, you know, a host alert to pop up every time someone hosts with like nobody, you could set maybe to 10 viewers, and maybe it's just like an example for a raid. You can have that set up. And then, like I said, the alerts are basically the same. There is follower goal, which is basically the subscriber goal on YouTube, but you could set a custom follower goal for the stream if you wanted to. The stream boss is in there as well, the event list, the jar, labels, donation ticker, chat box, viewer count, wish list, and creds. So basically, it's all the same. There's a little difference with Twitch, though. There is a huge difference. Twitch ends up having a couple things that are not on the others. Twitch has some interesting things. So let's go through them right here. So, Twitch ends up having a lot of stuff. It's a little more updated because, like I said, this originally was a Twitch thing. They give you like month, year stuff more in depth. Like I said, donations. Obviously, since I have my alerts linked, they all show up together. They all show up. My YouTube, Mixer, and Twitch alerts end up showing up together, which is really cool. That's why I said if you link accounts and you stream multiple platforms, it works out. And you can switch from platforms right here in this button. And like I said again, Twitch has basically some other things. Like I said, Twitch has something called tips, which are different. And obviously, going through tips or bits, going through bits, it's not really that much different. But if you have a certain amount of bit alert, you know, you could set that up. But basically, that is Streamlabs today, October 31st, 2017. It's basically your update. Now, obviously, I know this video may not be clear for everyone, so if you do have a complaint or a question, please make sure to leave them down below in the comment section. And obviously, if you guys want to check out my original Streamlabs tutorial, you can go check that down below in the description as well as in the card in the top right. But this is basically, like I said, an update to the original on how to do donation, subscriber, follow alerts, and more. So I hope you guys did enjoy. If we can go for 200 likes on this video, that'd be greatly appreciated, guys, as we're well on our way to 51,000 subscribers. So thank you, everyone, for your support. And like I said, again, if you have any questions, leave them down in the comments. And obviously, one of the main questions I got in the last video was how to add sources. So if that's a question of yours, again, click right, add. If you don't have the browser source, make sure to download it. Now, obviously, if you I'll add it in the description how to download it. Or I'll just, if I can't end up getting you guys the actual download link, I'll end up linking a video where you guys can do it. Probably I'll find someone's video and link it for you guys. Set up, say yep, and then set up the title and copy in the link, and then click OK. And then, like I said, you could turn it on or off depending. All right, guys, that is the end of the video here. If you guys did enjoy, again, make sure to like and subscribe, and I'll see y'all in the next video. Peace.